بياني تنباش سبيدا باش صباح الخير. Good morning. It's morning somewhere. It is morning somewhere in the world, not here. So it is valid. My name is Dara Shirwani, Dara Govind Hussain Shirwani. And I'm very glad today to explain to you a story, to tell you a story that is unique in so many ways, and its potential is so high that in English they say sky is the limit. I will talk in English slowly, despite my terrible English-British accent, so that everybody understands. But if you have any questions in Kurdish, so Rani Badini, or if you have any questions in Arabic, I'll be always able to reply back in these languages or accents. Today, I'll be telling you about a technology that has a potential to make the world a way different place. Now, when we talk at conferences, we talk a lot about AI. What we're doing at the same time, when we do so, of course AI has a lot of potential. We're missing out on a very, very big technology that has the chance to make life or the world a better place to be for everyone. A world that is more secure, a world that is more accessible, a world that is potentially good or better for everyone. Before I start, do we have anyone from the banking sector in the audience? Anyone from the banking sector? That's good. Do not tell them what I'm about to tell you, because they're not going to be happy. I will tell you how banks have been making money in simple words. There's a model that is applied by the banking sector. It is called the middleman model. What is the middleman model? This is someone called Ahmed, right? And this is someone called Jagger, yeah? Ahmed is going to send money to Jagger. How can money be sent? Through a bank. What does the bank do? Takes the money from Ahmed's account, puts it in Dr. Jagger's account. Now, banks are doing a very good job in making these transactions trustworthy. Why? Because Ahmed does not necessarily trust Jagger, Dr. Jagger, or Dr. Jagger does not necessarily trust Ahmed. And that's why we need an intermediary in the middle to make sure to tell the person who's going to receive the amount that, yes, Ahmed transferred the money. Now, this is very simple. If we talk about international money transfer, Ahmed could be here, and Dr. Jagger could be here. What does that mean? We will have three banks in the middle. Bank number one gets the money from Ahmed, gives it to bank number two, gives it to bank number three, and then eventually Dr. Jagger will get the money. This process is working, but it's not efficient. And in the world of business, there's a currency that is more important than money. It's called time. Such a transaction from Erbil to anywhere in Europe, or from Europe to anywhere in Erbil, for trade is going to take at least 2 weeks, if it goes through. And I'm talking about this from a personal experience. Now, what is the problem of the middleman approach, or what banks are doing? There's so many problems with that. First of all, the data of Ahmed and Dr. Jagger are stored in one place, which is the middleman's server. When data is stored all in one place, it becomes very much vulnerable to hacking. That's number one. That's why we see repeatedly across the history of humanity, famous banks such as JP Morgan, which is one of the most famous and biggest banks in the world, was hacked. Not because they don't have security, not because they don't have cyber security team, because there's nothing on the internet until blockchain is 100% secure. Now it's excluding. Not everyone today in the banking system has a bank account. The banking system is not accessible by millions of people around the world. It is very slow. Money transaction, money transfer is very slow nowadays because pretty much every transaction in US dollar has to be mediated in one way or another by the United States of America. The fees are high. The data that is used to transfer money from Ahmed to Dr. Jager is owned by the bank, which means the bank has the new oil, and data is the new oil. The last one is data privacy. We are increasingly concerned about who has access to my data. Why would the bank know that I want to transfer money to Dr. Jager? Why would the bank know what am I spending money on? End of the day, these are my personal transactions, and I believe everybody who knows or who cares about data privacy must worry the most about their personal digital data. Now, the technology that has changed this started in 2008 by one person or a group of people who are called, who knows who invented blockchain? If anybody knows who invented blockchain, I'm going to give him 1 or 2 Azadi coin for free. Bachi, who invented blockchain? Do you know the name? A guy or a bunch of people called Satoshi Nakamoto. Their concept is very simple. They're like, why do we need middlemen? Why don't we have a protocol that is referred to the trust protocol, where Ahmed is this, Dr. Jager is this, Dara is here, Estera is here, Ali is here. And we can transact with one another without the banks. Now, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, I'm very glad to have ladies in the presence today because I'm a tech guy and usually most of my audiences are men. So ladies and gentlemen, this is not good news for the banks. Okay? In the beginning, it was not good news for the banks. Blockchain was invented or released in 2008, right? And this is what blockchain means. It means there is no one server. Every computer transacts with another computer at any time without the presence of a middleman who says, who are you? Give me the invoice. Where is this money going to go to? And we're going to notify this. The whole concept is different. Now, how blockchain works? If I explain to you technically how blockchain works, probably 90% of this audience are going to hate me for the rest of their lives because it's very technical. So I'm going to use very non-technical terms to explain how blockchain works because blockchain is very complex even by computer scientists. Now, how blockchain works? Imagine the first, do I have things? Oh, this one at the top? Yeah. Anyways, look at the top left. This is a transaction. This is Ahmed sending money to Dr. Jager. The way it works, the transaction becomes part of a bunch of transactions referred to as a block. The block gets broadcasted to the network. It is processed by the network itself rather than by one person in the network until the money is reached or delivered to Dr. Jager. Why is this system better? Or why is this system different? First of all, there's no one middleman. Think of the bank as an institute. If a bank can process 100 transactions a day, this is perfect. But if they have 1,000 transactions a day, they're going to be slower. And if they have 1 million transactions a day, they're going to be even slower. These transactions of the blockchain are processed by the entire network rather than by one person in the story. How does the data look like? The blockchain looks like something like this: blocks of transactions. Each block of these is a bunch of transactions that are linked with one another. So if somebody wants to hack the system, they will need to hack every single block on the network in order to be able to hack the system. There are some famous blockchains that are very well known around the globe. The first blockchain was the Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin is a currency that operates on a blockchain. Blockchain is a technology of the currency. So there's a blockchain called Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is a token issued on this blockchain. There are very famous blockchains around the world. Bitcoin is very is very well known with the security, but it is slow. Why it is slow? Because there are the systems, the computers that approve the transactions. They need to use a lot of computing power in order to verify the transactions. Another blockchain that was a bit faster than Bitcoin is Ethereum. And one of the relatively latest blockchains is Solana. So these are three of the most well-known systems that may actually in the very near future or probably are already replacing the traditional centralized banking system. Now, if we say on blockchain there is no bank, so how does the system work? How can a system enable storing and transferring value, digital value, from one person to another without a bank? The answer is every computer on the network, every single user of the network can become a bank. If you're transferring Bitcoin, for example, from user A to user B, the bank, the person, or the computer that facilitates this transaction could be another normal user. That means we don't need a small number of banks to facilitate transactions. Let me show you this figure a bit. Yeah. See, in this network, every computer of these can be a normal user that stores value or sends value, and at the same time can be a bank that processes transactions for other users. And usually banks make money from processing transactions. The same applies to this network, but way less money than what banks charge. Blockchain mining is the process of making money on the blockchain. How do users make money on the blockchain? When they become banks. So if you want to support the network, you do something called blockchain mining. And blockchain mining is facilitating transactions of transferring digital value from one user to another and getting rewarded for doing so. There are two types of cryptocurrencies that are very well known. The first one is a stable cryptocurrency. The first type of a cryptocurrency, one of the cryptocurrencies that many people know actually, is called USDT. What is USDT? USDT is a digital US dollar. Every coin or every one USDT is equal to $1. There's another type of cryptocurrencies that its value changes. It goes up and down, and I think currently it's down. but it may go up again. I think a student of mine was telling me. There's Azadi coin. What is Azadi coin? How many people here know what Azadi coin is? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. You get more Azadi coin by the system because you know what Azadi coin is. Azadi coin, ladies and gentlemen, it is the first cryptocurrency that is inspired by the Kurdish cause of freedom. Azadi means freedom not only in Kurdish. Azadi means freedom in all Indo-European languages. Azadi coin was launched by 2 people. One is me, and one is this smart lady called Marina that is sitting here. And the idea of developing Azadi coin, believe it or not, I think many will not believe it, is not actually making money. It's not. We did not do Azadi coin for making money. We did Azadi coin because we saw a gap that there is no digital currency that conveys to the world the Kurdish story through name and a design like this. Most of the people who own Azadi coin that we know about are actually not based in Kurdistan. They base in different places. They base in India, they base in Afghanistan, they base in Baghdad, they base in Basra, they base in Dubai. Because they like the story behind it. Every user who does transactions on the blockchain has 2 keys, okay? Security becomes a very important issue on the blockchain. Why it becomes a very important issue on the blockchain? Because the whole idea of cryptocurrency or blockchain is to have a fully secure network. So every user has a public key as well as a private key. If you own any cryptocurrency, make sure that even if you share your public key, which is the address, your private key should never be shared to anyone under any circumstances. So Azadi, as I explained, it means freedom in all the Indo-European languages. I have here a quiz for you, a quiz or a question. The total supply of Azadi coin is 35 millions. The system will produce only 35 million Azadi coins. Why do you think is that? Go on, Abdul Wadud.
Is it to make sure the item is stable and doesn't move too much? That it's not too much volatile.
Boys, nachge Jordana vazet.
Anyone who knows why do we have only 35 million Azadi coins? Please, yeah.
Kurdish pop. Sorry. Is it the population of the whole Kurds?
Bingo. That was the first reason. When we wanted to develop, but also the other reasons are also correct. And what you said, Abdul Wadud, Kak Abdul Wadud, is also correct. When we developed Azadi coin, the whole idea was inspired by the Kurdish cause of freedom. Now, we did a lot of research, reading through published articles, reliable articles. We wanted to find out how many Kurds exist on our mother planet. Some data, some articles, they said 30 millions. Some articles said 40 millions. We cannot obviously use any source of data. So what we ended up doing is to take the average, which is between 30 million and 40 million, 35 million. And the whole vision is 1 coin for every Kurd, or 1 coin for every Kurd lover, everybody who likes Kurds as well. Now, this is the starting point. The second point is when we decided 35 millions, we were inspired by the philosophy of Bitcoin. Bitcoin has only 21 million total supply. Why 21 million total supply? Any commodity, any asset, whether digital or physical, when its quantity or total supply is limited, eventually the value will go up. Let me give you a simpler example that many will relate to or will be able to digest it easily. So many investment advisors, they will tell you the best investment that you can make in your life is land. Why do you think land would be one of the best investment decisions? There are two factors here. First of all, the amount of land on our planet is not increasing, as far as we know, right? However, the number of people on this planet is increasing. What does this mean? It means in the future, there will be more and more demand for land because we as human beings cannot live in the sky. We need land to live on, right? Now you see in Erbil or the Hook, even in Sully, you see many construction projects, they go vertical construction. Why they do vertical construction? They make more use of the land, less land for more people. Bitcoin went up very much in value because it is very limited in supply, because it's only 21 million. And I think as we speak, there are like 2 or 3 million coins to be produced in that set. When we talk about Azadi coin is only at the beginning. We have like around less than 10,000 Azadi coins in the market out of 35 million. So the project is very much an infant. We built Azadi coin on one of the leading blockchains in the world. We used a blockchain called Solana, and we programmed something called a smart contract to issue Azadi coin. I don't want this to be a sales pitch. I'm here to tell you a story. And our last milestone is that for the first time in the history of human beings, we see a cryptocurrency with a Kurdish design, an Indo-European name means freedom, that is launched on one of the leading exchange platforms in the world called XT.com. This is when you clap, by the way. Yeah? Okay. I do this in my classes as well, right? It's time to clap and nobody claps. Yeah, I say something big and there's a pause and nobody claps. By the way, I have quite a few of my students and great family members and friends here for support. When I saw my students, I was a bit confused. I was like, oh, they're chasing me everywhere. But that is probably because I'm a good instructor. Let's say so, right? Although they will tell you the truth. So one of them has been posting things about me, Vachi, recently. Yeah, anyways. So there are two types of exchanges. One is a centralized exchange, XT, that one on your left. OKX is central, Binance is central, Bybit is central. And trust me, we're going to work day and night for Azadi to be available on the leading platforms. We're not going to stop working until Azadi is available on Binance. We're not going to stop working until Azadi is listed on OKX. The second type of exchanges is called decentralized exchanges. Decentralized exchanges, these are exchange platforms that run on the blockchain. So there's not necessarily one single company that is managing the exchange. This is a piece of advice if you own Azadi coin or any other currency. There are two types of wallets that you can store your cryptocurrencies on. The first one on the left, these are digital online wallets, right? Even though these are secure, these are not the most secure wallets to store your cryptocurrency on. The second type on my side is called cold wallets. They look like memory sticks, okay? And they are used to store cryptocurrency. Why the cold wallet is more secure than the hot wallet? Because the cold wallet stores a PIN. There's a PIN code to access the assets. This PIN is stored on the device itself, not online. So the currencies, the tokens, or the coins are stored online for both wallets. But the one on my side, the PIN code of the wallet is stored in the actual device. And the device is not connected to the internet. So that means there is no way for anyone to hack any holder who uses a cold wallet. I always try to keep my presentations very short, but I successfully fail every time I try to do so, probably because I'm an academic, and academics are good when it comes to talking. So before I see my students' faces getting bored and escaping the room, I'm gonna finalize this conversation or presentation with a couple of points. And I would like this to call this slide last bits of food for thought. Ladies and gentlemen, centralized systems, the banking system is good, is decent, but it's vulnerable to failure. Any centralized system is very vulnerable to fail at any moment. And usually when this happens, customers are affected. I'm not going to mention the bank. I have an account, 2 accounts at 2 banks here. And I think many of you remember, I think it was 6 months ago when banks stopped giving money, especially in US dollar, because they said there was no dollar in the banks or whatever. It was all a rumor. I was not able to withdraw my own money. My own money, I was not able to withdraw for my personal expenses or maybe business expenses. When we talk about crypto, that's not the case. The money that you have is in your wallet. Your wallet could be a phone or a memory stick. No one else has access to it. No one else can stop you from accessing it, selling it, giving it away, buying things with it. We have a lot of progress, not only in Europe or the United States when we talk about crypto, but actually one of the hottest destinations for cryptocurrency is Dubai now. Dubai has started legalizing crypto businesses. Azadi Coin soon will be registered in Dubai as a legal crypto business. The question here is, why things are changing very fast? Why crypto from something that is unregulated, that is fought so hard by all the banks and the governments, is becoming legalized? The answer is, there is no way to stop crypto. Crypto is a decentralized system that runs on thousands of computers, that's owned by millions of people. Countries or states like Dubai, they realize the only way to progress and to give people financial freedom is to legalize the ownership, the trading, and the business of cryptocurrencies. Now in Dubai, there are projects that are selling real estate property in Bitcoin or Ethereum. And very soon it could be Azadi, right? So that means there is a very fast developing country, has very near to here, right? Relatively, if you're not walking, of course, yeah. If you're flying, yeah. That is very near to here, has already started doing so. There's always a question that goes in and out of my mind every single day. How would money that we are using today going to look like in the very near future? Here in the States, somewhere else in Iraq, UAE. We started as Azadi Coin making this change. In the very near future, Azadi Coin will be used as a tuition payment method for a couple of universities that are based in Erbil. We want to make digital assets, or I can say digital money, more accessible. We want to give people the freedom of accessing and using their money whenever they want. Thank you very much. بله کاکو جان. دکتر جگر we need a mic here I think ها گیش اوکی تمام دست خوش بله کاکو جان فرمو
الو سڵاوتان لەبێ دکتۆر دەست خۆش بێت سپاس بۆ سیمینار جوانە ئەگەر دەرفەت هەبێت دەمەوێت 2 دقە قسە بکەم و دیارەکەت پێشکەشکەم لەسەر ستەیت
فرمو بێگومان
سڵاوتان لەبێ بەشداربوون و خۆشەویستان دەستی دکتۆر خۆش بێ بۆ ئەو پرێزنتە جوانەی لەسەر بلۆکچین پێشکەشی کردین دەمەوێت لێرە ئەوە باس بکەم کە ئێمە گەنجانی وڵات دەتوانین وەکو وڵاتانی تەکنۆلۆژیا و معریفی جیهان ڕۆڵی بەرچاومان هەبێت لە هێنانی زانست و پێشکەوتن بۆ وڵاتەکەی خۆمان چونکە ئێمە هیچمان جیاواز نییە لەوان وە چۆن ئازادی کۆین لەدایک بووە و دکتۆر ئاماژەی پێدا کە چۆن دەتوانین سوود لە تەکنۆلۆژیای بلۆکچین ببینین دەمەوێت لێرە چەند شتێک بخەمەڕۆ ئێمە بۆ یەکەمین جار کتێبێکمان نووسیوە بە ناوی کۆمەڵگەی بلۆکچین کە کتێبێکی تەواو زانستیە و دیراسەی بابەتەکانی بلۆکچین دەکات بە شێوازێکی زانستی بۆ ئەوەی فەرهەنگی زانستی کوردی و ئابووری زیاتر بەرەو پێشەوە بچێت و ئێمە بتوانین سوود لە ئەم تەکنۆلۆژیایە وەرگرین لە داهاتوودا و بتوانین زیاتر بەرەو پێشەوەی بەرین زۆر گرینگە لەو گۆڕانکاریانەی کە لە داهاتوودا تێتە پێش ئێمە دانەبڕین و ڕۆڵی بەرچاومان هەبێت دەستخۆشی لە دکتۆر دەکەم و هیوادارم بەردەوام بێت
خوش کاکو جان دست خوش سپاس دەکەم کێ پرسیاری هەیە بله not to Vachi please yeah not this guy it's okay yeah.
Hello. In your expert opinion, where do you see Azadi Coin in the next 5 years in terms of adoption, market value, and overall impact on the cryptocurrency landscape?
In 5 years or 5 minutes? It's very hard to predict the future, especially in the rapidly changing world that we're seeing. But I'm going to give you a forecast that is based on data. I see a lot of many young people when I talk to them about crypto, I ask them one question, and I did that with some university students to understand their mindset. I tell them, what do you know about crypto? The most common part of their answer, they tell me it is the future. And sometimes I ask, why do you think it is the future? They tell me because it's digital. The young generation is very much leaned towards digitization of all processes. And what is more important than this, I see the young generation appreciating smooth and efficient transactions, which the banks are not doing a very good job at. So I think in 5 years' time, not only Azadi coin, but all other currencies will have more holders. We will see more transactions happening, and for certainly what I can see is like more regulations on crypto ownership and trading by countries that used to be against cryptocurrency. That's what I see. Any other question?
دەست کاکتۆر دەستەکانت خۆش بی لۆ سیمینارەی چونکە بەڕاستی پێویستە هیچ نەبێت گەنجان ئاشنای ئەو جۆرە تەکنەلۆجیا و دراوانە بگرن بەڵام من لێرە یەک پرسیارم هەیە کە ئەمەوێت شتەکە لۆ من ڕوون بیت ئەگەر لۆ تەواوی خەڵکش نەبیت لۆ من ڕوون بیت پێ خۆشحاڵە بم ڕوونکردنەوەکەش لەلایەن کەسێکی وەک تۆ بێ کە خۆی داهێنەری دراوە باشترە لەوەی کەسێک بێ کە تەنها شارزای لێ هەبیت پرسیارەکەم ئەوەیە کە ئەمە پارەی ئاڵوگۆڕەکەین لێرە و لە بینی ئەوروپا ئەمە هەمومان ئەزانین پێویستمان بە بانکێکە کە لێرە ئۆفیسیەوی لە ئەوروپا شەیبیت یعنی لە هەردوو شوێن ئیش بکات ئەمن یەک بە خۆم مانگێک پێشێستا لەگەڵ فەڕەنسا ئیشێکی فریلانسم کرد ئەو کەسێک کە ئیشم لۆی کرد گوتی پارەکەی بەچ بنێرمەوە ئەمیش لێرە لە عێراق هیچی بانکێکمان نییە کە ئیش لەگە فەڕەنسا بکە هیچ ڕێگایەکم نەبوو ئەو بەخۆی ئەو فکرەی پێدام کە لە OKX لە ڕێی USDT لە ئۆکاونتی من بنێری ئەمن لێرە لە ڕێی فاسپەی فرۆشتمەوە و پارەکەم بە کاش هاتەوە دەست لە هەر $5 ناربا یاخود $5,000 ناربا $1 باج بوو باشە پرسیارەکەی من ئەوەیە مەسەلەن ئەگەر ڕێگایشی ئەوها ئاسان هەیە و $1 باجە لەبەر چ ئاشنا ناکرێت بە خەڵک لۆن مونە هەر 2 هەفتە پێشێستا لەگەڵ برادێک لە ئەڵمانیا داوای پارەم لێ کرد گوتی هیچ ڕێگایەک نییە پارەکەت لۆ بنێرمەوە مەقسەدم لە چیە هیچ ئاشناییەک نییە لەسەر ئەو ڕێگایە ئایا ئەو ڕێگایە سەلامەت نییە ئایا گونجاو نییە یان هۆکارچیە کە خەڵک ئەو ڕێگایە بەکارنایێنیت لۆ گواستنەوەی پارە لە بینی کوردستان و دەرەوە واتە لە ڕێی OKX و USDT
دەست خۆش بۆ ئەم پرسیارە قسەکانت ڕاستە 100%. ئەمڕۆ دەتوانی نا تەنها لە فەڕەنسا یان لە ئەمریکا هەرچ جەیەکی دنیای هەبیتن دەتوانی USDT کریپتۆکەرەنسیە stable value واتە قیمەتەکەی هەر $1 بەرز و نزمی هەیە بەڵام زۆ کەمە دەتوان لە هەرچ جێگایەکی بۆ هەرچ جێگایەک بنێری ئەگەر نفسی پلاتفۆم بەکاردێنی بەتایبەت ئەگەر عینی بلۆکچینی بەکاردێنی لەوانەیە کەمتر لە دقەک ئەم ترانزاکشنە یان ئەم پارە حەوالەکردنە جێبەجێ بکرێتن من لە بەروەی لە سەرەتای وتاری خۆم ئاماژەم بەو شتەیدا ئێمە لە کوردستان ئێمە لە پاش نینە بەعکسەوە ئێمە بە پێش دەکەوین بەڵام ماوەکی زۆر لە پاش بووین تێدەگەین یعنی من دەبینم هەست دەکەم ئەوەی لە کۆنفرەنسان کە بەحسی AI دەکرێتن یان زیرەگی دەست کرد بەڵێ زۆر گرنگە بەڵام AI تەنها داهێنا نییە ئەوەی پێویستە ئەمە 100% تەرکیزی بخێنە سەر لە هەمان کاتیش بلۆکچین هەیە ئەمە بلۆکچین و کریپتۆکەرەنسی من حەزم لە شتێکی ئاماژەکەم بۆ جەنابتان کریپتۆکەرەنسی تەنها تۆکنەکە لەسەر بلۆکچینی ئیش دەکاتن ئێمە کە بەحسی بلۆکچینی دەکەین بەحسی ئەپلیکیشن دەکەین لە چەندین کەرتی جیاواز نا تەنها بۆ کەرتی فاینەنسیان کەرتی دارایی دەتوانین ئەمە بلۆکچینی بەکار بینین بۆ کەرتی تەندروستی بۆ کەرتی تاپۆ مەسەلەن بە ئەم ئەو نمونەیەت بۆ بینم لە کوردستان و لە عێراق کێشەکی زۆر گەورەمان هەیە لە تاپۆی تاپۆ کێشەکەی چییە تاپۆ بە ئینگلیزی پێ دەڵێن typical centralized system سیستەمەکی ناوەندیە تەقلیدیە زۆر لە تاپۆی چه هەیە لە تاپۆی فایل هەیە وانە ئەو فایلانە چی تێدایە قاغزی تێدایە یان لەوانەشە سیستەم بیتن چ دەکا ئیشی تاپۆی دەڵێ ئەم عاردە ئیجەنابتە ئەم عاردە ئیجەنابمە ڕاستە ئیشێکی زۆر جوان دەکەن دەستیان خۆش بیتن ئەوە لە کەیسێک باشە کە متمانە هەیە 100% بە سیستەمی تاپۆی لەگەڵ متمانەی 100% بە فەرمانبەرانەکانی دائرەی تاپۆی ڕاستە لە عێراق منەوەی ئاگدارم چ ڕووداتن چونکە ئەو سیستەمە لەبەرەوەی ئەو سیستەمە زۆر ناوەندیە کابرا هەیە هەندێکیش ئەوە هەیە با بڵێن لەوانەیە لە هەندێک جێگا نا لە هەموو جێگایەک من دەمەوەی لێرە زۆر ئاگام لە قسەکانی خۆمبی نەوەک میێوانان بەغڵەت تێگەن لە هەندێک جێگا هەیە بێگومانی گەندەڵی هەیە چ ڕوویدایە ئەو عاردە پارچە قاغزەکە دەریداینی ڕەشی دەکاتەوە ناوەکەی دەگۆڕی دادەنێتەوە لە ناوفایلەکەی وانە ئەوە لەبەرچیت کە ئەوە کۆنتترۆلی ئەو سیستەمەی لە ژێر چەندین کەسە ئەگەر بیانەوە گۆڕانکاریەکی بکەن لە داتایەکە بە ئاسانی پێیان دەکرێتن لە بلۆکچینی لە باتیەوەی یەک سێڤەر هەبیتن 10,000 سێڤەر دەبیتن و ئەگەر یەک سێڤەر ڕەکۆردێکی بگۆڕی دەبی سێڤەرەکانی دی هەموو ئەو ترانزاکشنەی ئەکسەپتکەن قبولکەن پاشی ئەو ڕەکۆردە دەگۆڕێتن بلۆکچین تەکنەلۆژیای داهاتوونیە بلۆکچین تەکنەلۆژیای ئێستایە ئێمە ئەگەر بیرکەینەوە ئەم برادرانە نازانین زەڵامە ئافرەتە مەجموعە کەسەکەن ئەوانەی بتکۆنیان دامەزران بتکۆین بلۆکچینەکە ناوی بتکۆینە و کەرەنسیەکە یان دراوەیەکە ناوی بتکۆینە ئامانجیان چ بوو ئەوە لە 2008 بڵاو کراوە یەکەم تۆژینەوەی زانستی لەسەر کۆنسەپتی بلۆکچین و بلۆکچین چۆن ئیش دەکاتن باشە لە 2008 کارەساتێکی دارایی لە کەرتی بانقی USA ئەمریکا ڕوویدا ئەوە ڕەدەتفعل بوو خەڵکانێکی زۆر گەیشتنە ئەو تێگەیشتنە سیستەمی ناوەندی ئیش ناکاتن سیستەمی ناوەندی ئیش ناکاتن نەتەنها لە فاینانس لە زۆر کەرتیدی ئیش ناکاتن لەبەروەی ئەمە کە دەڵێن بلۆکچین بەحسی پارەی دەکەین بەحسی پارەی ئلکترۆنی دەکەین یان دراوەی ئلکترۆنی دەکەین تەنهاوە نییە لەبەرچی خەڵکێکی زۆر هوشیار نییە بە تەسەور من ئەوە کاریمەیە ئەوە کاریمەیە خەڵکی هوشیارکەین شتێکی وا هەیە تەکنەلۆژیایەکی وا هەیە خەڵکی هوشیارکەین چۆن دەکەن ئیشەکەی ئەسە دەزانی ئازادی کۆین وەک کۆین ئەوە بەڕاستی پرۆژێکی زۆر لە لای منەوە شەخسیەن زۆر گرنگ نییە لەوەی مهمتر لەوەی گرنگتر زۆر ئەمە ئازادی کۆین ئەکادمی دادەمەزرێنین ئازادی کۆین ئەکادمی چییە مەجموعە کۆرسەکە چەندین کۆرسەکە لەسەر ئاسی سەرەتایی مامناوەند پێشکەوتوو تریدینگ بزنس دیڤەلپمنت ئەم کۆرسانە ئۆنلاین دەبی و ئۆفلاینش دەبیتن لە زانکۆیان دەکەین وەرکشۆپێکمان کرد لە شەریکەی لە دریمستی لە ئاینداش ئۆنلاینش دەبیتن ئەم کۆرسانە بەشداری بوون لەو کۆرسەی لە ڕێگەی ئازادی کۆین دەبیتن مەبەسیمە چییە ئەو زانیاریە بگەتە خەڵک ئەگەر کابراایەک ئیشێکی دەکاتن من بە تەسەور من زۆر گەنجمان هەیە توانایان زۆرە لە ڕووی پرۆگرامینگ دیزاین مارکتینگ هەرچ بیتن و لە هەمان کاتیش زۆر کلاینت هەیە لە فەرەنسای وەکو جەنابێت باشە منەزەمەکە لە فەرەنسای کۆمپانیەکە لە فەرەنسای پارە ناردن لە فەرەنسەوە لە بۆ کوردستانی یان هەرچی وڵاتێک بیتن وەکو عێراقی لە گرەی لیستی بیتن یان بلاک لیستی بیتن بە ئینگلیزی دەڵێن نایتمەر ناگاتێ پارەکە من پارە چەند جار بۆم حواڵە کرا لە هۆڵندەوە لەگەڵ ڕێکخراوەکی هۆڵندی ئیشم کرد 6 مانگ پارەکەش نەگەیشت لەبەرچی نەگەیشت پارەکە لە بانقێکی هۆڵندی دەچۆ بانقێکی ئەڵمانی لە فرانکفورت لە بانقێکی ئەڵمانی دەچۆ بانقێکی تورکی لە بانقێکی تورکی دەچووە بانقێکی لە کوردستانی 4 بانکە لەو ناوەندەی ئێمە لەبەرچی پێویستمانە بە بلۆکچینی حتا ئەم کێشانە هەڵکەین بلۆکچین تەنها ڕاستە هەیە تریدەر هەیە ئێمە ئەسە زۆر بەکارهێنەرمان هەیە خەڵکان هەنا پەیوەندیمان پێ دەکەن ئازادی دەکڕن وەختی هەرزانە ئەسە زۆر هەرزانە نرخەکەی دەفرۆشین کە $40 لە $10 دەکرد لە $5 دەکڕی لە چلی دەفرۆشیتن پیرۆزی بیتن ئەوە ئیشی ڕۆژانایتی ئەوە پێی دەڵێن دایلی تریدەر هەیە ئینڤەستمەنتیش یعنی هۆڵدەرە بەڵام لەوەی گرنگتر زانیاریەک هەیە لەوەی گرنگتر knowledge و information چۆن ئەمە دەتان ساکت پێ بڵێم دیڤەلۆپەر پرۆگرامەری بلۆکچینی ئێستا تاکە دیڤەلۆپەرە دەتوانی بە هەر چ نرخەکی لە چیزێکی لە هەموو دنیای ئیشکاتن کەمتر لە سەتادەی دیڤەلۆپەرەکانی دنیای ئەوەی دیتمان لەسەر چەندین وەبسایت وەکو ئەپۆرک و وەبسایتی دی بلۆکچین دیڤەلۆپەرن ئارکتێکچەری بلۆکچینی سەیرە ئارکتێکچەری بلۆکچینی زۆر جیاوازە لەبەروەی بۆ ئێمە ئەو بۆشاتیە دەرفەتە وایە بۆشاتیەک هەیە بەڵام لە هەمان کاتیش دەرفەتە دەتوانین ئەکادمیەک لەبەروەی ئەوە لە وایت پەیپەری ئازادی کۆین شنووسرایە ئەکادمیەک دادەمەزرێن بە ناوی ئازادی کۆین بلۆکچین ئەند کریپتۆ ئەکادمی هەموو بۆشاتیەک پڕ دەکاتەوە دەست خۆش جەماعەتە کوسیان چەپڵی لێدەن بەسراوەستان تەنە پرسیاری دی هەیە یان بێزار بوون ئەو گەنجۆ وەرە پێش وەرە پێش فەرموو ناو چییە یەکەم جار
My name is Rovan. My name is Rovan.
هۆڤان
Rovan.
گۆڤەند بەڵێ
Many cryptocurrencies allows users to make purchases in many places such as Newegg, AT&T, OpenSea, Twitch. Does Azadi Coin have a future for allowing me to spend my cryptocurrency in these places?
I'm gonna tell the truth. You understand Kurdish?
Yes.
من ڕاستیەک بڵێم بە ئامادەبوونی بەڕێز من ئەو گەنجە دووسێ قسەی کرد نەمزانی بەحسی دەکاتن زیاتر لە من دەزانیتن ئەنجە چەپڵەکی لۆ لێ دێنج کە بەڕاستی ئەوە ئایندایە ئەگەر گەنجێک لەو تەمەنەی بزانی کریپتۆ کارەنسی چیە من مامۆستای زانکۆمە باوەشەی زۆر بە ئاماژە پێ بدەم بە هەموو کەسێک بزانیتن دووسێشی گوت نەمزانی لەبەروەی can you please explain because you know more about where to spend cryptocurrency than I do so what are these websites called
Newegg, Twitch, AT&T, and OpenSea. Basically, you can make purchases using crypto or real money. And I want to ask, does Azadi Coin have a future to spend our crypto in places such as these?
We do not, but after this presentation, I'll come and talk to you and write down the names of these websites so we make Azadi a payment method on these websites as well. Thank you very much. Everyone, this man here, this gentleman here knows what the future money would look like. Not me, I just talk about it, but he knows, yeah, so that's خوش pass. قصيدة كين تمام ladies first تمام
Hello. So you kind of touched on this point where we are really behind in digital banking and using digital services for payments. So how do we change consumer behavior here when we're about 25 years behind from the rest of the world? You also said education, which would be part of your academy, but I think it takes more than that. So what is the next step?
I believe what it takes, this young man who was standing here, I believe this generation will be the generation that will change what is money should be looking like in the future. I believe so, because change takes a lot of time. And when we talk about digital currencies, so many people say, I interacted with so many people who told me, so who are you to print money? And I told them, you need to understand something very well. We're not printing money. Everything is digital here, right? So change takes time, but I think the group of people who are going to make this change are the first adopters who come from this age group of this young man. I think that's what's going to take. Well, to be honest, we don't have any direct interaction with the government. I think the government, when we talk about banking, they are very busy with digitizing the payment of salaries and other expenses. So it's a pretty disconnected one. But maybe in the future there will be some interaction or integration. Maybe.
Thanks, Dara, for the amazing presentation. I have noticed that there is a progress or development in the issue of e-banking, electronic banking, electronic payment, just like we have in the federal Iraq with electronic payment card. In Kurdistan region, we have Hajmarimin, which is a new system of getting salary. Before that, people were not trust in receiving salary only in the cash banknotes. Now they accept it. They all go to the ITM machines to receive their salaries. And there's increasing number in people who believe in this system. But concerning the cryptocurrency, I have not heard any official attitude from the either federal government, Bank of Iraq, or the central banks or official banks in Kurdistan region towards the cryptocurrency. There is no comment about that. They do recognize it or not, or they are willing to accept this new visitor to the system who is trying to compete with the traditional system. Of course, we expect that there's going to be lots of resistance to cryptocurrency from those who manage the traditional banking system and financial system in our country. Thank you.
I must say, this question comes from an academic who inspired my academic and professional journey. This is my father, Dr. Govan Sherwani. Yeah. Sorba khair bay baba. And next to him is a man who taught me business, my uncle Kagdul Sherwani. So, Sorba khair bin. I think we are seeing a pattern here. Cryptocurrency was very much, the US government, they were very much against cryptocurrency 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Now we're sensing different flavor of the argument. We're seeing potential plans of banks opening crypto accounts. I think the country that we learn the most here is, or the state, we learn a lot from Dubai, right? Because we always see Dubai as a model of technological development in the Middle East. I believe cryptocurrency as traditional currency has good use and also has bad use, right? So there is no way to stop money, whether digital or paper money, okay, to be used for good reasons or to be used for bad reasons. However, I believe what would motivate governments to regulate it, to integrate it within plans, is the efficiency as well as the security of the transactions. Traditional money is unfortunately losing its value. So now, for example, you would buy this bottle of water for 1,000 Iraqi dinars. For example, this is an example, okay? Next year, the 1,000 Iraqi dinars will be less of value. So this bottle will be 1,250. The year after, the same bottle might be $1,500. There's an increasing inflation in the world, and cryptocurrencies are prone somehow to this inflation because they're disconnected from traditional money. I believe governments at the end of the day will find plans to include cryptocurrency in their plans. Actually, the Central Bank of Iraq has established a unit that is only analyzing the models by other governments on how to integrate cryptocurrency. That means, yes, they haven't done so yet, but they are looking at the models and they want to find out a way to make use of it. I would give Kak Abdul Wadud when I teach him 2 extra marks, but I think he's graduating soon, right? So, because he started clapping, yeah. Any other questions? Oh, we are out of time. Do we have... بسیارەکی زەحمەت نەبی وەچی دکتۆر گۆڤەندی.
وەک پێزانینێک پرسیار نیەمان تەنها پێزانینە بڵێن لێرم بڵێن ئەوانی کە لە دەرەوەی وڵاتن کوردەکان بەردەوام هەر یەکێک خۆی بە سەفیرێکی کورد دەزانێ بڵێن بەڕێزیشتان بڵێن وەکوی کەوتە گاپێکمان دۆزیێتەوە بۆ شایەک ئەوانە زۆر گرنگە لە لای گەنجی کورد کە بەردەوام بە شوێن بۆشایەکانە بگەڕێت بۆی لەبەر ئێمە جارێک وڵاتمان نییە لەبەرەوە پێویستە هەموو گەنجێک ئەو بۆشایانە بدۆزێتەوە و مەسەلەن بتوانێت ئەو بۆشایانە مادەم سنوورەکانمان گیراوە ئەم کریپتۆکەرەنسیە ئازادی کۆین توانێتی سنوورەکان ببڕێت و پێویستە کوردی شەموو بڵێن پشگیری لەو هەنگاوی بەڕێز بکەن لێرەوە دەستخۆشیێکی تاو لە یەکەم و جێشان نازیت.
زۆر سپاس ئوستاز زۆر سپاس هەموو کەسێک زۆر سپاس بۆ هاتنتان. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you. ناچینەوە ماڵێ؟ دیاڵە ئۆکەی دیاڵە پرسیارەکەی دی.
الو دي اف معلومات السر آزادی کوین هین ام دل کیو بینین نوکدا مساکر ديكس كناري اف بلاتفورم سر بلوك تشين سولانا ماركت كاب و هر وصل ليكويديتي او اف معلومات السر آزادی کوین ام دل کیو بینین اگر حتی اونو که سر کوین مارکت کپی نبید سپاس.
ئوستاز مەقسەدی تا مە وەبسایت هەیەیاننا یان زانیاری ئازادی کۆین لکیرەیە بزەبت؟ سەر وەبسایتی مە هەی بەێ ئازادیکۆین.com هەموو تشتێک نوویسرایە بەێ سەرچاو تەمام ئۆکەی گەلەک سپاس هەموو کەس.